down the arm to halfway up the arm.
Gosh.
And then with the elbow, you want to make sure any tape you put on here doesn't rub. So I'm going to demonstrate the collateral taping I mentioned last week. And then over the same tape job, I'm just going to put the hyperextension piece. So he's got nice big muscles, so you want to make sure you don't use a whole piece of tape because it's going to get real tight. So you're going to go to the skin, but I'm not going to do that to this poor guy. You're going to use halvesies, ask them to flex, and then put the other half on there. And then the same thing at the top, so I find it easier to go under first.
Still flexing at this point? Or
Not yet.
when they put the top on?
Now I'm going to ask him, in just a second, I'm going to ask him to curl nice and big. I'm not going to put that on yet. Alright, so now I'm going to take my half pieces and then ask him to curl his bicep up nice and big and then lay it down. Some people have bigger biceps than others, but you're really going to want this. His sweatshirt's a little low. It should probably be a little bit higher. So if we're going to do a collateral taping like the UCL on the forearm over here, then you're going to make a fan. We've made fans in the past. Usually the fan is limiting the end range motion, like when we do toe, Achilles. We're going to use it on the elbow in just a minute, but we did collateral taping on the finger. So we're going to make a nice long fan. I would use probably minimum of 3, ideally 5. Don't make it really wide. Okay, and we're trying to mimic the UCL right here. So it's a side ligament, right? So you're stabilizing with this fan. We're not limiting motion. His elbow shouldn't be moving in that direction, but we're trying to stabilize that. And then you're going to anchor it back on.
horrible video.
And then ask him to flex nice and big. Make sure you're not wrapping it so it will accidentally get too tight. Alright, Ligman, I see you. You can already see that the tape job looks a little wrinkled because we're going just straight to the skin. You're going to want him to curl in and make his bicep nice and big to anchor it on there. But you're going to want to do this collateral taping. Now you see how it wants to bunch up? You would take an ace wrap and cover over that, or take some elastic tape. You can't leave fans hanging in the wind. You can also do a little bit of that rotary. So I showed it on the finger last time, where you're starting on the opposite side and you're coming around and hitting the joint line, if you will. So you can add some of these in on your collateral pieces. See how I'm mimicking that, and then I've got to come back on this side and catch it coming across the joint line there. So you see how that's filling it in and adding some stabilities to some collateral pieces. I'm aiming at where I want it and then getting it to start up there. And so I'm slightly overlapping when I'm putting these pieces on. So this would just be like a medial knee, a medial elbow. For the elbow, that's a UCL. And you would tape this on there. And you're going to want to go to the skin because it will slide. So that's the end of that job. You would secure it with an ace wrap or elastic tape. And then we're going to peel all this off so you guys can see